Hi, this is Beata from Splitcoaststampers. In this video I want to show you how to create a slider box that when you open the drawer also reveals a hidden message. It's pretty similar to the slider card and really easy. For my sample I used all dies to cut the embellishments from Spellbinders. The sentiment and the little swirl is from Verve's Blessings stamp set, and the pattern paper is from October Afternoon Sidewalks. To begin with, I start with a 2 7/8 by 5-inch piece of paper, and then you will need a square punch. I don't have a square punch, so I'm using a photo corner punch, which works as well. With that, you find the center of the short side and cut a little groove in there. Because I'm using the photo corner punch, I will also need to use a scissor to cut away that little triangle. This will be the groove for your slider piece. Next, you will need just a regular plastic bag you get from most department and grocery stores, and cut a strip that is thinner than the groove you cut. Take a little adhesive, add it to one end of the plastic, and tape the other end over it. Now you cut off the extra plastic that you have. This will help you slide your box and message. We set that aside and we work on the box next. For that, I used a 6 3/4 by 8.5 piece of cardstock, and it's really easy. Just score at 1 and 2 inches on each side. Next, because this takes a little bit of time, I already did that, you will cut away the 3 outer squares on each side, and then cut a glue tab on the last one. It doesn't matter if you cut it on the long sides or the short sides, and add adhesive to each of those glue tabs. Then turn it around and add adhesive to the lower part of the second panel. To start with, use the panels that have a glue tab on there, and just fold them over to create the walls of the box. I made it double-sided so it's a little bit sturdier. There. Now you take off the adhesive lining of the glue tabs and the other sides, and take your glue tabs and adhere them to the short sides for me, to create the short walls, and then just fold this over. Actually, because I did it this way, I will need to add some more glue and tape to the edges, or it won't hold shut because of the glue tabs. And now we have the box that will slide in and out. You can add little ribbon on here on the edge so you can pull it out easier, or a brad, a button. I'm using from Tim Holtz. I don't even know what they're called. They're really cute. And for that I just punch a hole in the center of one of the sides. Try to center it with my crocodile and screw it on. You'll also need a tag. This one measures 4 inches by 2 3/4. That will be your greeting. You can decorate that if you want to. I start with adding the drawer to the slider part and slide the slider that has the connected side all the way to the right end. This, where it's overlapping, it will stop when you slide it. So make sure you place it to one end of your slider and place your box over it. So you line up the box with your slider part and add adhesive to the end where the box ends, because wherever this is, it will stop sliding out. So I place it right there, so my drawer can pull out as far as possible. And then I line up the, let's do it this way so you can see it better. I line up the edge of my drawer with the edge of my slider piece and press it down. Then I flip this over, take my tag, and if you decorate it, you'll have to put the decorated side face down. So I make sure I know where this lines up, add some more adhesive where the end of the tag will be. And I don't know why I'm so jittery today. Take the tag face down, line it up with the other side of your slider, and press it down. Now when you pull on the drawer, the tag will appear. And we set this aside because we need the wrapping for the box. For that, you will need a 5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock, and you score it at 1, at 4, at 5, and at 8. Just pre-fold all those score lines. Add adhesive to the glue tab. Now you take your piece where the tag is and add adhesive where just the slider part is showing. This will hold your box in place inside the wrapper that you're just about to done creating. Okay, I take this off. Get our wrapper and adhere it with the slider and the drawer lining up with one of these bigger panels. There. Now all you have to do is close this wrapper up, and your box is plain, but it's done, and then you just have to decorate it. There. Now you pull and you tag and your box come out. And then what I did, I cut some layers with the label, with the largest label 18, and just adhered it on top. And that's why the size of the box, you can make it any size you want it, but I wanted to hide it in my largest label 18s. So that's it. It's pretty easy, and it's a very unique box. I hope you try it out. See you next time.